श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। सन्तोषिणी जगन्माता मम सौभाग्यवृद्धये नमस्करोमि भक्त्या त्वां प्रसन्ना वरदा भव। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागम् बाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। कृष्णो रक्षतु मां चराचरगुरु कृष्णं नमस्ये सदा। कृष्णेनैव सुरक्षितोऽहमसकृत् कृष्णाय दत्तं मनः। कृष्णादेव समुद्भवो मम विभो कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्। कृष्णे भक्तिरजञ्चलास्तु भगवन् हे कृष्ण तुभ्यं नमः। हे कृष्ण तुभ्यं नमः। So we have seen so far Varaha Avatara. So cursed by Sanat Kumaras, Jaya Vijaya became Asuras, Rakshasas. The first birth was Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu to Kashyapa Prajapati and Diti. And this Hiranyaksha took the earth and hid in Rasatala. And in the meantime, Brahmaji divided himself into two portions. One portion became Manu, another portion became Satarupa. First man and woman upon earth. And they were asked to create, propagate. But Manu said, I want to create, but where will they stay? Earth is not there. I don't see earth. Then Brahmaji was thinking, I created earth. Because 14 lokas he created. Earth is also part of it. Where did it go? As he was thinking, from his nostril came a varaha, the form of a thumb. As it came out, it appeared in the sky and started increasing the size to a mountain. First it became like an elephant size. Then it became like a mountain and plunged into the waters and lifted the earth in his, what you call, Damshtra. And in the meantime, Narada, who met Hiranyaksha, was looking for somebody to fight. He challenged Varuna Devata. Varuna Devata said, I am old, I am not capable of fighting with you. You go to Mahavishnu, he will be a good fit for you. Where is that Vishnu? He was looking. So at that time, Narada comes and tells him where this Vishnu is. Now that is a portion we have to take now. 13th Dashakam. Sure.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Yeah.
Hiranyaksham tavadvarada bhavadanveshana param charantam samvarte payasi nija jangha parimite bhavad bhakto gatva kapadapadudir narada munihi shanairuche nandan danujamapi nindam stava balam.
Hey Varada, O Lord, ever eager to bestow boons on devotees, Varada. Bhagavan is always eager to bestow boons on devotees. You want to bless them. You want some excuse to bless them. That is the idea. Some excuse you need to bless them. Tavat Narada Munihi Bhavat Bhaktaha. At that time says Narada, who is your devotee? Kapata Padudhihi Gatva. With an intellect, very clever, approaching Hiranyaksham Charantam. He approached Hiranyaksha, who was roaming about Bhavat Anveshana Param Samvarte Payasi. In search of you in the cosmic waters. Now think about it, his size. So Bhattadari gives a indication of the size of Hiranyaksha. He said, Nija Ganga Parimite. The whole cosmic waters was coming only up to his ankles. Think about his size. The cosmic water is covered, it is submerged the entire earth. And that waters, it came only up to the ankles of the Hiranyaksha. Shanai Uche Nandan Danujam. And Narada calmly spoke to him and started praising the Asura. And not only he praised the Asura, Nindan api tava balam. And ridiculing your prowess also. So that is, Narada is doing that deliberately. Continuing.
समायावी विष्णुर्हरति भवदीयां वसुमतीं प्रभो कष्टं कष्टं किमिदमिति तेनाभिगदितः नदन् क्वासौ क्वासाविति समुनिना दर्शितपदो भवन्दं सम्प्रापत् धरणिधरमुद्यन्दमुदकात्
Saha Vishnu Mayavi. That Vishnu who is a Mayavi, is a magician. Arati Vasumatim Bhavatiyam. He is stealing away the earth, which is rightfully yours. Hey Prabhu, Kashtam Kashtam Kimidam. Oh mighty, powerful Hiranyaksha. What a pity. What is all this happening in front of you? Iti apigatita tenha saha, thus addressed by him. Tena to Hiranyaksha. Iti nadan asau qua asau qua. Quasau quasau. He roaring asked, where is he? Where is he? And Darshita Pataha Munina Samprapat Bhavantam Udyantam Udakat Dharanidharam. Having been shown the way by sage Narada, Narada showed him, look, look, here he is lifting the earth. Samprapat Bhavantam Udyantam. He reached where you are coming up with the earth. Carrying the earth from the waters. Udakat Dharanidharam. Now, continuing.
अहो आरण्योऽयं मृग इति हसन्दं बहुतरैः दुरुक्तैर्विध्यन्दं दितिसुतमवज्ञाय भगवन् महीं दृष्ट्वा दंष्ट्रा शिरसि चकितां स्वेन महसा पयोधावाधाय प्रसभमुदयुङ्क्ता मृदविधौ.
He Bhagavan Avajñaya Didisutam Hasantam. Didisutam Hasantam. Didisuta is Hiranyaksha. He laughed looking at Bhagavan. Why? Because I thought it is Mahavishnu coming with Shanga Chakra Gadadhari, Pidambaradhari. But here what is happening? He is only a mrigam. He is only an animal. Iti aho ayam aranyaha mrigaha. Alas, this is only a wild animal. Vidyandam bahutarai duruktaihi, and abusing you with many kinds of bad words. What is he going to? This animal, I can kill him in no time. What is he going to do? It is an insult that I fight with him, with an animal. He is not equal to me like this. He was showering abusive words. Tvam drishtva mahim sthitam damshtra sirasi. You seeing the earth held on the tip of your tusk. Chakitam adhaya swena mahasa. Because the earth, when she saw Hiranyaksha, she was frightened. And with your own yogic power, Bhagavan deposited her, placed her properly on the waters of the ocean. Payodhau prasabham udangyuktaha mridavidhau. Then after placing, until he placed the earth properly, and giving the proper tilt, to rotate itself on its own axis. Bhagavan kept quiet, let him say whatever he wants. But after that, he prepared himself to face Hiranyaksha. Continue.
गदापाणौ दैत्ये त्वमपि हि गृहीतोन्नतगदो नियुद्धेन क्रीडन् घडघडरवोद्घुष्टवियता रणालोकौत्सुक्यान् मिलति सुरसङ्गे धृतममुं निरुन्ध्या सन्ध्यातः प्रथममिति धात्रा जगदिशे
Daitye Gadapanau. Now this Asura with mace in hand, Yutsati Sati, desirous of fighting, Tvam api grihitonnata gadaha. You also being armed with a mighty mace. Now you may think that from where did Bhagavan get the mace? Gada. He was born as a boar. Bhagavan, all the what do you call the instruments, weapons, all the weapons comes to Bhagavan with Sparnamatrena. Just to think of it, it will come to your hand. That was all the weapons of Bhagavan also was, it is said, it is sentient. That's why Sri Ramachandraji's all the ornaments were sentient. That's why when Hanumanji gave Rama's ring, it seemed Rama's ring spoke to her. That is why she got convinced. So here also, Bhagavan remembered his mace. It came to him. Then, Niyundhena Kridan, they were engaged in a duel. For Bhagavan, it is a sport. But Hiranyaksha, it is a fight. Gada Gadaravo Tustaviyata. The sky reverberating with the clang of maces. Surasanghe milati sati. All the devatas, whenever there is a fight between Rakshasas and Bhagavan, all the devatas come to watch in the balcony. They want to see what is happening. Ranalokau Sukhyat. They are eager to witness the battle. Jagadishe Dhatra iti. And at that time, Brahmaji requested Bhagavan, Nirundhya amam drutam prathamam sandhyataha. So Bhagavan Brahmaji said to Bhagavan Vishnu that please kill him before sunset, because once sun is set, there is after nightfall, all asuras become more powerful, difficult for him to kill. Therefore, Brahmaji requested, urged Bhagavan. Asuras become more powerful and energetic at fall of dusk. So Lord, destroy him before that. Like this. Yeah, then continuing.
गदोन्मर्धे तस्मिन् तव खलु गदायां दिति भुवो गदाघाताद् भूमौ झटिति पतितायामहह भोः मृदुस्मेरास्यस्त्वं धनुजकुलनिर्मूलनचणं महाचक्रं स्मृत्वा करभुवि दधानोरुरुचिषे
Now, Tasmin Gadon Marde, during that great duel with maces, Kalu Tava Gadayam Chatitihi Patitayam Bhumau. Now, in that fight with Hiranyaksha with mace, Gada, it seems Bhagavan's Gada fell down. Now, this is very beautiful because even though Bhattadari has summarized Bhagavatam, but he has not forgotten small details. This is given in Bhagavatam that Bhagavan's Gada fall down. And at that time, these devatas who are watching the game, watching the fight, not game, watching the fight, they get worried. Now Gada fall down, what will he do? Rakshasa is so powerful, they become frightened. Yeah. Now Didi Bhuvaha Gada Khata, on account of blow from the demon's mace. Ahahabo Tvam Mridusme Rasya. And to the surprise of all. The surprise of all means surprise of all the devatas. And not only they were surprised, they were worried also. What will happen next? Yeah, they don't have complete faith in the efficacy or the greatness of Bhagavan. That is why devatas also very selfish. Ahabhotam dusme rasya, but Bhagavan was smiling. Varaha smiles, Sprutva Mahachakram. And when he remembered Sudarshana Chakram, the Gada fell down, he remembered Sudarshana Chakram. And that Sudarshana Chakram, Dhanucha Kula Nirmulanacharam. Well known for exterminating, destroying the race of demons. Ruruchishe Dadhanaha Karabhuvihi. And that chakram, he remembered, immediately appeared in his hand. So immediately appeared in his hand. Then what happened?
ततः शूलं काल प्रतिमऋषि दैत्ये विसृजति त्वयि छिन्दत्येन करकलितचक्रप्रहरणात् समारुष्टो मुष्ट्या स खलु वितुदं स्वां समतनोद् गळन्माये मायास्त्वयि किल जगन्मोहनकरीः.
Tataha. Thereafter, Daitye Shulam Visrijati Kala Pratima Rushi. Then he saw the chakram in his hand. Daitya, that's Rakshasa, shot one trident. Shulam against you. Kala Pratima Rushi, with anger similar to that of God of destruction. Toi chindati sati enat, and you broke it with what? Karakalita chakra praharana. By a strike of the discus held in your hand, Bhagavan destroyed that trident. Sahakalu samarushtaha, and he got exasperated. Rakshasa, Vitudan Tvam Mushtya, and striking you with his fist. Samatanot Kila Maya. Then he practiced Maya Yuddham, elusive magic tricks. He started using against whom? Jagan Mohanakari. Toi Galan Maye, and that Maya Shakti is capable of deluding the whole world, but he doesn't know you are beyond Maya. No Maya will affect you. You are beyond Maya. Then what happened? So he started Maya Yuddham. Then how did Bhagavan remove that Maya?
भवच्चक्रज्योतिष्कणलवनिपातेन विधुते ततो मायाचक्रे विततघनरोषान्धमनसं गरिष्ठाभिर्मुष्टिः प्रकृतिभिः अभिघ्नन्दमसुरं स्वपादाङ्गुष्ठेन श्रवणपदमूले निरवधिः.
Tataha, then thereupon, Maya Chakre. When the delusive devices of this Asura, Vithute Bhavat Chakra Jyotish Kana Lava Nipatena, that all his Maya Jal was destroyed by one spark, a tiny spark coming out of Bhagavan's chakra. Bhagavan chakra, one small tiny spark came out and destroyed all that delusive creation of this Rakshasa. Tum Svena Karagrena. Then Bhagavan used his hand, a clenched fist, and Niravatihi Shravanapadamule Asuram, and gave one, he struck this Asura, the base of his ear, and that killed him. See, this Asura was so powerful, the mace could not kill him, even Chakra could not kill him, but Bhagavan's one beating, that was enough. Vitata Khana Roshantha Manasam. And that Asura's mind was blinded by extreme anger. Abhignandam was attacking you. Mushti Prakritibihi, Erishtabihi, it flows from his fist, which were heavy indeed. So he was fighting with Bhagavan like anything. And that Asura was killed by one hit by his hand. Continuing.
महाकायः सोऽयं तव चरणपातप्रमथितो गलद्रक्तो वक्त्राद् अपतदृशिभिः श्लाघितहतिः तदा त्वामुद्दाम प्रमदभरविद्योतिहृदयाः मुनीन्द्रासान्द्राभिः स्तुतिभिरनुवन्नध्वरतनुम्.
Saha ayam Mahakaya, that Asura of gigantic proportion, Hiranyaksha, Tava Karasaroja Prabhadidaha, crushed by the blow from your lotus hand. Galadraktaha Vaktrat Apatat, with blood gushing out of his mouth, fell down. Slakita Hatihi Rishibihi. And this, all the rishis started praising you. Tada Munindraha, all sages also. Rishibihi Munindraha. Uddhama Prapada Bara Vidyodi Hridayaha. With their hearts brimming with joy. Anuvan Tvam Adhvaratanum, praised you as the embodiment of Yajna. So this Varaha body they considered as Yajna Purusha. Stutibihi Sandrabihi, with hymns pregnant with meaning. They started praising you and comparing your body with Yajna. How they compared also, now next verse tells you.
त्वचिच्छन्दो रोमस्वपि गुशगणश्चक्षुषि धृतं चतुर्होतारुङ्घ्रौ सृगपि वदने चोदरयिडा ग्रहा जिह्वायां ते परपुरुषकर्णे च चमसा विभो सोमो वीर्यं वरदगणदेशेऽप्युपसदः
He Varada, Vibho, Parapurusha, O bestower of Varada, bestower of boons, Vibho, omnipotent, Parapurusha, supreme Lord, Chandaha te tvachi, Vedic meters are your skin. So they are comparing Veda to Bhagavan's body. Kushaganaha api romasu, the kusha grass in your hair. Ghritam chakshushihi, ghee used for homam, that is your eyes. Chaturhotaraha angro, the four sacrificing priest. Ritvik, they are your 4 feet. Sruk apivadane, the srak, the ladle used for pouring ghee. The ladle they use for pouring ghee, that is your face. Idacha udare, and the vessel to keep the oblation is your stomach. Graha jihvayam, the vessel for soma juice is your tongue. Chamasacha karne, the cup for drinking soma juice is your ears. Upasadaha api galadeshe, the sacrifice called upasat in your neck region. Somaha viryam, and soma juice is your viryam. Viryam means virility. That is the soma juice. Continuing.
मुनीन्द्रैरित्यादिस्तवनमुखरैर्मोदितमनाः महीयस्या मूर्त्या सविमलतरकीर्त्या च विलसन् स्वधिष्ण्यं सम्प्राप्तः सुघरसविहारी मधुरिपो निरुन्ध्यारोगं मे सकलमपि वातालयपते.
Hey, Madhuripo, oh, the enemy of Madhu, Motita Manaha Munindrehi, with your mind gladdened by the great sages, Ityadistavana Mukharehi, by chanting of these and similar hymns in praise, Bhagavan was pleased with the Munis. Vilasan Mahiyasya Murtya, shining with a mightier form. Cha Vimalatara Kirtya, and the most unblemished glory. Tvam Sampraptaha Sudishnyam, you retired, you disappeared to your abode, that is Vaikuntha. Sukha Rasa Vihari, and reveling in your own bliss. Vatalayapate Nirunthya Sakalam Me Rogam Api. And that Lord of mightier than mighty, powerful than powerful, graceful than gracious, O Lord Guruvayur, eradicate all my ailments. So for such a Lord, removing my ailments is very easy. So may you do that, please. So requesting that, Bhattadri concludes that Dashakam. Now this is the third canto, chapters 21 to 33. There is a Kapilopakyanam. In Bhagavatam, there are 9 chapters are there, giving the story of Kapila Muni and Kardama Prajapati Devahuti. That story, Bhattadari is summarizing it in the next Dashakam. So let us see.
समनुस्मृततावकाङ्घ्रियुग्मः समनुः पङ्कजसम्भवाङ्गजन्मा निजमन्तरमन्तराय हीनं चरितं ते कथयन् सुखं निनाय
Saha Manu Pankaja Sambhavanga Janma. We have seen Manu, Swayambhu Manu, is a offspring of Brahmaji. Samanusmritata Yukmaha. Meditating intensely on your pair of lotus feet. Kathayante Charitam, and narrating your divine exploits. Ninaya Sukham Nijam Antaram, spend happily his Manvantara. Antaraya Heenam, free from all hindrances. Then what happened?
समये खलु तत्र कर्दमाख्यो द्रुहिणच्छाय भवस्तदीयवाचा धृतसर्गरसो निसर्गरम्यं भगवं स्वामयुतं समास्यसेवे.
This is Manu and Chadarupa. And another set of creation Brahmaji created out of his mind. One of them were Kardama Prajapati. He is a Brahmaputra. So, E Bhagavan, O Lord, Tatra Samaye Kalu Karthamakhyaha. During that very time, a Prajapati called Kardama, Druhina Chaya Bhavaha, born of the shadow of Brahmaji. Drida Sargarasaha, and very keenly interested in the activity of creation. He wanted to help his father, Brahmaji, in creation. Tatiya Vacha Sisheve. So Brahmaji told him, go and propagate. So following the instruction of Brahmaji, he was interested before creation and all that. I want to do meditation. So Tvam Nisargaramyam Ayutam Samaha. And he started meditating upon that beautiful form of Bhagavan. 10,000 years. Think about it. Those days people lived longer time. It's called Satyuga, beginning of Satyuga. Continue.
गरुडोपरि कालमेघकम्रं विलसत्केळि सरोजपाणिपद्मं हसितोल्लसिताननं विभो त्वं वपुराविष्कुरुषे स्म कर्दमाय.
Hey Vibho, O all-pervading Lord, Tvam Avishkurushe Sma Kardamaya. You did reveal to Kardama, Vapu Garudopari, your divine form mounted on Garuda, Kala Mekha Kamram, very beautiful like a blue cloud. Vilasat Keli Saroja Pani Padmam, holding in your lotus hand a lotus flower. Asitol Asitananam, and your face lit by a gentle smile. Bhagavan appeared before Kardama Rishi, having pleased with his tapas. Then what did he say?
स्तुवते पुलकावृताय तस्मै मनुपुत्रीं दयितां न वापि पुत्रीः कपिलं च सुतं स्वमेव पश्चात् स्वगतिं चाप्यनुगृह्य निर्गतो भूः.
Stuvate Pulakavrataya Tasmai. So Anugrihya, having granted as blessing, Tasmai Stuvate. Tasmai, to that Kardama Prajapati who was praising you. So this Kardama Rishi's hymn of praise is also there, a long one actually in Bhagavatam. But Bhattadari is not giving all that. He says he praised. Pulakavritaya, whose body was filled with horripilation, covered with quadripilation. Manuputrim datiya datitam. So Bhagavan said, Manu has one daughter, beautiful. So Devahuti, Manu himself will come and offer her to you in marriage. At that time, don't say, I am a sannyasi, I don't want to get married, etc. Accept it. So Bhagavan gave order that marry her. When you have 9 daughters in her, the 10th one will be a son. That will be by Amshavatara. Jasutam Kapilam Swam Eva, and the son Kapila, a part incarnation of myself. Paschat Sugatimcha, and finally union with myself. Blessing him in this way, Abhu Durgadaha, Bhagavan disappeared.
समनुष्यतरूपया महिष्या गुणवत्या सुतया च देवहूत्या भवदीरितनारदोपदिष्टः समगात् कर्दममागति प्रतीक्षम्.
And Narada went and described the glory of Kardama Prajapati to Devahuti. So Bhattadari says, Bhavatirita Naradopadishta, as advised by sage Narada, at your command, at you as per your wish. Samanu Mahishya Shatarupaya cha gunavatya sutaya devahutya. Devahuti's beauty is given in Bhagavatam. She was so beautiful that she was playing a ball on the terrace of the palace. At that time, a Gandharva was going in his aerial car. Seeing the beauty of this girl, he fell down from his chariot, aerial car. That was the beauty of this Devahuti. And Narada informed the glory and greatness of Kardama Prajapati. And listening to that, she mentally wedded him. And he also informed Manu and Shadarupa. He is the right husband for Devahuti. Therefore, both Swayambhu Manu with his queen Shatarupa, along with Gunavatya Sutaya Devahutya, and his virtuous daughter Devahuti, Samagadat Kardamam Agati Pradiksham, went to Kardama. Actually, he was expecting their arrival. Continue.
मनुनोपहृताञ्च देवहूतिं तरुणीरत्नमवाप्य कर्दमोऽसौ भवदर्चननिर्वृतोऽपि तस्यां दृढशुश्रूषणया ददौ प्रसादम्.
Asau Kardama cha avapya. Now this girl is born and brought up in luxury in the palace. Think about it. And that girl was taken to the forest. And forest, how this Kardama Rishi is living in a cottage, small thatched cottage. And because of Narada's instruction, think about it, the king and the queen leave her daughter in the hands of this Rishi, who is living in a mere, what we call condition, poor condition. But still, because of their faith in the Lord and the glory of the Rishis, they left their daughter with Kardama Prajapati, got him married with Vidhivat. And here Bhattacharya says, Taruni Ratnamavapya. Devahuti is a jewel among Taruni women. Upakhratam Manuna, given respectfully by Swayambhu Manu. There is a conversation between Kardama Prajapati and Manu. All those things are there in Bhagavatam in detail, but Bhattacharya is very briefly given. Bhavad Archana Narvrtapi, though delighting in your worship alone, Dadau Prasadam Tasyam Drida Shushrushanaya. Then what happened? This Kardama Prajapati, after getting married, there was no honeymoon or nothing like that. He went into tapas again because he was interested in meditating upon Bhagavan. Now that he had darshan of Bhagavan, naturally he was absorbed in the form of Lord. He went into meditation. But this lady, without complaining, think about it, her gunas are given in Bhagavatam. So how a wife should be, it is also very indicative. There it is given that she was serving him without complaining. And in such a way that whatever he wants, she understands what he wants. Before he asks, she provides that. And no argument. And whatever the husband says, she listened to it and provided it also without any complaint. And thus so many years passed. One day, Kardama Prajapati looked at Devahuti. She has become old, hair gray, skins have drawn, I recall wrinkles, etc. started coming. Then he felt very bad that this girl who left her parents, left the luxury of palace and come to me, and I have married her, I have neglected my duty to look after her. So he was pleased with her because of her Drida Shushrushanaya, on account of her dedicated service. Then continuing. 7th.
सपुनस्त्वदुपासनप्रभावाद् दयिता कामकृते कृते विमाने वनिताकुलसङ्कुलो नवात्मा व्यहरद्देवपदेषु देवहूत्या.
And Kardama Prajapati asked, what is that you want? And seeing the glory of her husband, she requested, I got married with you. What is that I want is a family life, children, family, etc. That is what I want. That is what I married you. She did not complain. She said, this is what I want. Then immediately Kardama Prajapati said, now you go and take a bath in that river. And when she took bath and came out, she became young again. And Kardama Prajapati also took bath in that river. He also became young. If Kardama Prajapati is old, she is young, and it's no use. So both became young. And then out of his tapas, he created a flying palace. Think about it, 5-star hotel flying. And this particular flying palace had no fuel, etc. is not required. It is called Manovegada, the speed of mind. You can just think, Sankalpa, it will go wherever you want. And Bhagavatam, those descriptions are there about this flying palace, how beautiful it is, decorated. What opulent, it is so, we think that those people don't know how to enjoy. Only now they can enjoy. No. Those, the description of that in the interior decoration, if you read, then you will understand how luxurious they were. And with this palace flying, they went to heaven. At all places, they went and enjoyed their Dampatya Jivita. And in the process, Tot Upasana Prabhavat, Navatma Viharan, because of the glory of worshipping you, he got 9 girls. Deva Padeshu Devahutya, in the gardens of the gods with Devahuti. Vanita Kula Sankulaha, surrounded by many celestial attendants. Krite Vimane, the aerial vehicle which was made by himself. Dayita Kamakrute, for fulfilling the desire of his beloved. Then continuing.
शतवर्षमधव्यतीत्य सोऽयं नवकन्या समवाप्य धन्यरूपाः वनयानसमुद्यतोऽपि कान्दाहितकृत्वज्जननोत्सुकोऽन्यवात्सीत्.
Thereafter, Atha Shatavarsham Vyatitya, having spent 100 years, Savamapya Navakanyaha, and obtained 9 daughters, Dhanyarupaha Sa Ayam. Of all those daughters were extremely beautiful. Vanayanasa Mutyama Api. He came back, the palace, the celestial palace came back to where Kardama was living before. It is said that was in Siddhavari. That is where Gurudev put up his ashram, Siddhavari. There is a Kapila Guha also. And he came back by the time Kardama Prajapati wanted to retire to the forest. He was enough with this material pleasures. Nevatsi Kanta Hitakritam. Then went and told his wife, I am leaving. She said, what? 9 daughters are there, you have not got them married. What will I do alone? And also you said, you promised that you will leave me only after you see a son. The son is not born yet. So therefore, please don't leave. So that is what Bhattadri gives in one line. Nevasi Kanta Hitakritam. He stayed on, fulfilling the desire of his wife. So Jananotsukaha, eagerly awaiting your birth, as Kapila Vasudeva. Continuing.
निज भर्तृगिरा भवन्निषेवा निरतायामधदेव देवहूत्यां कपिलस्त्वमजा यथा जनानां प्रधयिष्यन् परमात्मतत्त्वविद्याम्.
Hey Deva, Devahutyam. Thereafter, O Lord, in Devahuti, Bhavan Nisheva Niratayam, who was ever intent on your worship, Dija Bhartrigira, following the words of her husband, Tum Ajayathaha Kapilaha. Now, this Kardama Prajapati asked Devahuti to do tapas 1 year. And she observed great tapas. As a result of that, only Bhagavan appeared in the womb of the Devahuti. So then you manifested as Kapila Vasudeva, Pradayishyan Jananam, for proclaiming among the people Paramatma Tattva Vidyam, the knowledge of the truth of the Supreme Being. So Kapilavatara is called Jnana Avatara, to teach the what we call Sankhyan philosophy. This Kapila is given Saishwara Sankhya. Sankhya has got 2. One is Saishwara Sankhya, another is Nirishwara Sankhya. There was another Kapila, whose name is also Kapila, who established Sankhyan philosophy. But his philosophy is there is no God. But Kapila Muni here, this one in Bhagavatam, that Kapila Muni, Kapilavatara of Bhagavan Vishnu is his Sankhyan philosophy is Saishwara Sankhya. There is God. Continuing.
वनमेयुषि कर्दमे प्रसन्ने मत सर्वस्वमुपादिशन् जनन्यै कपिलात्मक वायुमन्दिरेश त्वरितं त्वं परिपाहि मां गदौघात्.
He Vayumandiresha, Lord of Guruvayur, Kapilatmakaha, who has manifested in the form of Kapila, Tvam Upadishan Jananyai, you who imparted to your mother, Mata Sarvaswam, the whole of your Sankhya philosophy, Kardame Prasanne Vanam Eyushi. See this. After Kapila Muni was born, Kardama Prajapati, after 9 days, he came and he knew it is Bhagavan. So he prostrated to his own son and asked his permission to leave the house, go to forest and meditate and merge with him. Now, there are so many discussions in Bhagavad commentators. Bhagavan himself is born as your son. Why you want to leave him? And the commentator says, if you remain as father, son, there is Dvaitam. Then you will become like Dasharatha and Rama, you see. Viradukkam will be there. Whereas you become one with Bhagavan, that is not there. So he wanted to become one with the Lord. That's why he wanted to leave the house and meditate and merge with him. He took permission and left to the forest. Bhagavan also gave permission. Then what happened? Then the mother alone was there. The girls got married to 9 rishis. Oh, those 9 rishi parampara only now we have. All the gotras, etc. you see. And those details, who married to whom, etc. is given in Bhagavad. But there is not giving here all that details. And then he said, you imparted this Sankhyan philosophy. Kardame prasanne vanam eyushi. When Kardama, being pleased, left for the forest, that Kapila Muni, who is none other than Lord Guruvayurappan, may you protect me. Tvam paripahimam turitam kadaukhat. May you protect me soon from the host of ailments. With that, Kardama's avatara is complete. Now the next portion is Kardama Muni's Upadesha to Devahuti. That's called Kapila Gita. This Kapila Gita, Bhattadri summarizes very beautifully. That Kapila Gita in Bhagavatam, so many chapters are there. Purusha, Prakriti. That is where Kapila Muni says, Anayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. Mind is the one that binds you, releases you. So all these teachings are there, very beautiful teaching. Jnanam and Bhakti together. Samuchaya. Jnana Bhakti Samuchaya is there. Plus Prakriti Purusha. Differences are also given. And this Devahuti approaches Bhagavan and asks for this knowledge. That part we will see in our next class. Next class also, Saturday, I will not be here. I am in California. So it will be May, what date? I don't know. May 6th or 7th.
May 7th, Swami.
May 7th.
Yeah, next class will be May 7th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next class, Jyoti want to chant? Is that okay?
Hariom Swamiji, yes, next class I would like to chant.
Okay. Is that okay, Usha?
Okay, Swamiji.
All right. So next class, get ready. Next chapter. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Hariom Swami.